Hello everyone, welcome back to another lore modification review where today we're looking at a wood elven lord. Lord Daith is the most celebrated of all the elven smiths and is a master of the wood elven realm of Torgovann, which is a domain of makers, craftsmen, artisans, and smiths who create the many tools of war and art in Athelloren. And here he goes right now. He's been their leader for so long that some say he fled from Ulthuan with the first colonists and that he made a Narian's dragon armor. If that is true, he would have to be thousands of years old, something that would be nearly impossible in any realm other than the timeless Athelloren. He's blind and has been so for as long as people have known him, but that doesn't impact his skill at the forge at all. He performs his work by touch and by a weird type of situation where he's able to taste the change in the air whenever there's hot metal being forged. Let's go look at what he has going on for him in just a moment here, as he's right in the middle of a great fight. We're fighting a lot of Beastmen right now. I think he'll be okay. He's actually a fairly decent lord. So let's go over here real quick and go look at him directly while he's fighting. Again, if you want a brief look at what we're fighting right now, it is a lot of Beastmen, as we well should be. It's a pretty apocalyptic fight. We are heavily outnumbered. I do hope that we can win, but we shall find out soon enough. But there he is. It's kind of easy to make out over here. Okay. Lord Daith. Let's go look at what he has right now. We're looking at 96 armor, 75 leadership, 64 speed. He's very fast. 77 melee attack. That is very high. And a melee defense right now, buffed of course, of 97. A weapon strength that's probably comparable to a Empire General. And a charge bonus right now of 90, which is all very high, but it's probably around 50, which is still very high for a infantry unit to have in battle. 23 kills so far. And if he's able to regenerate all the time, then he's going to be just fine. There might be magic helping out with that right now. Let's go look at it. Or let me try to go look at it. I'm going to go into slow motion just briefly. I'm trying to get straight to him so that we don't see other bits of information, but that can be rather difficult at times. Oh well. We'll look at that in just a little while. But yeah, here he is right now, fighting in the middle of a fight. We're not going to go into slow motion right now. I think he'll be fine. I thought it would be cool to try out another leader belonging to another faction. Though, I'm not sure if he's wearing any underoos, man. The guy might be freeballing it. But when you're that old and you're that good at what you do, I don't think anyone's going to tell you any different. But there we go right now. There's one tree man just right in the middle of it all. I will say they do look darn cool. It has that kind of like Lord of the Rings theme going on here. A bunch of feral creatures, and we've got our refined half-naked elven warriors, right? Yeah, they're all here. Look at what he has going on. He hasn't really taken any damage, but if we look at how quickly he's able to attack, he's killed 60 already, 65. That one swing took out 5 of these frickin' Ungors, man. That's incredible. I'm actually really curious to see. Yeah, I mean, right now he's buffed up. We are using still Faith Overhaul, so he's pretty tough, but right now he's pretty darn buffed up, and I am also using the lab, so that could also contribute to that, but I am really impressed with what he's doing here. We're looking at a little ability over here called Protector of the Wood. Plus 10 to armor, plus 10% to physical resistance. Over here is Gifts of the Forest. 10% more weapon damage, 15% more to his speed, 10 to his reload skill, which he does not use at all. Call of the Woods for more melee attack. Over here, Banner of the Hunter King. Can cause fear, gives him a plus 8 to melee attack and plus 8% to charge bonus. Not to mention that we have everything else going on, but it looks like he's a really gifted leader. And though I doubt he could really take on a heavy-hitting foe. Oh, and by the way, here's the Brass Bull, who we've covered in a different episode. The Brass Bull is no joke. If that's not the Brass Bull, who is it then? Oh, it's actually a Gore Bull. Where's the Brass Bull at? I know he's around here. I brought him in for fun. So he's way over here. I forgot how large the battlefield is right now. There he is. There we go. The Brass Bull's right over here fighting a lot of enemies. 221 melee attack, 245 now. Yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with him. But let's go look around real quick at our vast battle. What would you even call this fight? There's probably a bunch of cool names that I'm just in a... Oh, hello. Right, there's a few new units too in Still Faith. Like Pestigores, Cornigores. They're all themed after a Chaos God, which is pretty interesting, I think. We've got Way Watchers over here having to fight in melee, which is quite unfortunate. You don't want to have to fight in melee if you're a Wood Elf, but that is what they're having to do right now. That's a pretty dramatic hit on that Brass Bull, the Brass Bull. Yeah, what do we have over here? They're quite blue. I wonder if they were green, if they would die. Zangors. I don't know, it's actually kind of interesting. I kind of like that. Even though they kind of look like a dyed egg. It's one Way Watcher trying to go after the Brass Bull. What's really cool though, and that I do appreciate about the lab, and I really do hope it's able to be retroactively added to like the base game. It's the capability to have really big fights without having any lag at all. Like, let's go look at what we have over here. Over 8,000 Beastmen that we're having to fight right now. I cannot believe that. That's so many. And Lord Daith has killed so many of them. Let's take direct control of him real quick. There we go. Alright, we'll use them ourselves. Where do we really need to go right now? I suppose we should probably go over here. No, they've got a tree man. I think they'll be okay. I'm gonna head out, I think, and clean up over here. We could have him go after the brass bull. I think that would be pretty interesting. And as always, if you want to check out my mods that I'm using, I have a bunch of them in my mod collection linked down below. And also a direct link to what I'm using right now, which is Mixu's legendary mod collection. I think we'll probably check out the Red Duke and all of Musion later. They have a lot of very powerful units. I'll probably make sure that we're heavily outnumbered in order to make it fair, because the Black Ground Knights are no joke. But he's so quick, his animations while he runs, it's rather amusing. Let's go after these Zangors now. It's actually cool that we can have him move from place to place. He's right in the middle of it all. I really enjoy how he fights. He's very still, then out of nowhere he just swings his blade and then Zangors fall apart. I really want him to go after, you know who, the Brass Bull is right over here. The Brass Bull is probably no joke, so let's try to go get him if we can. Oh, I'm not looking for you, I'm looking for all of you. There we go. Alright, all of you are still fighting. If they're able to move and attack, that's pretty good too. Let's go look at it real quick. We'll go into slow motion just briefly to go check things out in a more, you know, Matrix-like area. He squeezed right in. That's a cool part about him too, I think, is that he's so small that he's able to kind of like squeeze into any situation, and because he's so quick, you can get him to any fight that you want. The Brass Bull's only killed 11, but he's been fighting a lot of treekin, so that could be why. Alright, I want all of you to move away. Just get away from here. I want you to come over here instead. I think I'll move. Yeah, let me go ahead and get that all to the AI. That way I have control of these two, because I want these two to come over here instead, and then just charge in. There we go. And Lord Daith, let's have you come over here. I know there's like two different ways to say that word. One of them is like Faith, so I'm gonna call him that. Where are you going, man? The idea of him fighting the Brass Bull is rather amusing, but he's probably very skilled in battle, I'm sure. His capabilities are probably pretty extreme. If the guy can forge weapons of war by taste and touch, that's pretty incredible. So there he goes right now. Again, what I really appreciate about Mixu is that when he added all these lords in, I mean, I'm sure if you need to be tweaked and maybe need to be made a little bit more imposing, but like thus far, there's been a great balance to the lords where they do not feel overpowered. I really try not to use overpowered things. I try to make sure that it adds to the overall feeling of immersion in a setting, and that is what I truly do like. What are you guys called? You're called Pestigors. It all seems to work. The Way Watchers, they killed 740, so they were able to kill a lot in the very beginning. Where are all the bodies at then? Did they shoot them elsewhere? I know they've been fighting over here. Maybe they've been fighting all over here. There's a lot going on. Oh, there's a lot more bodies around here than I had ever thought. Let's go look over here now. There's not a lot of them left. They're shooting even more. The Brass Bull is still fighting. It looks like right now... Actually, you know what? Hold on. I think I want all of you to go away as well, but let me go ahead and get all of you into the control of the AI. I want you to move away because I want Lord Daith to go after them on his own. There we go. Let's have him duel the Brass Bull now. No, don't you follow them. You go after him right now, come on. Oh man. He's gonna knock down. Maybe he can't do it, it's a possibility. He really shouldn't be able to just because the Brass Bull is just a juggernaut. Come on, you're at 167. Had I known that we were gonna do so well though, I would have added even fewer wood elves, which probably would have been more appropriate. So it does look like he has a hard time just because of the knockdown capabilities of the Brass Bull, which is understandable. There's not really a lot left for him to fight. There are Pestigors and things like that over here that we could go after. It looks like my Way Watchers are having an awful time. So let's come over here now and help out. We can use Foe Seeker. 131 speed. So if you go look at him, he's like a mounted unit pretty much, but on foot. I feel like he needs like a full-on run animation. Yeah, the Way Watchers are fine. Let's get over here now. Let me give that all back to the AI again. Shift 9 or Shift F9. They're all running now, never mind. They left. What about over here? The Pestigors are still fleeing too. So it looks like outside of the brass bull, everyone is trying to hit right now. We've largely won the battle. It's a pretty easy fray here. But there we go. Yeah, in the future, if we're that strong, I'm gonna make sure that we have a few less units for sure. But that was actually pretty impressive. All of them being able to hold that back and just being able to hunt them down. So now with a bunch of bows, I think we'll be okay. And the battle is now over. So that is Lord Daith. Again, let's go look at him real quick. I just want to go check him out just so that you can see him in all of his beauty. So we'll pause real quick and take a really good look at him. So here he is right now. That's what he looks like. Pretty cool to add in that little effect of him being blind. He's actually a little bit imposing, kind of. I'm kidding. I don't know. Maybe I would find him imposing face to face. He is a talented guy, but yeah, that's what he has going on right here. So if you haven't seen him, now you have seen him. He's got his own symbol of Torgovann, which is cool and all of that going on. So anyway, thank you all for watching. If you would like to check out new lords in the future or have a different type of battle, do let me know all about that. And I think that would be pretty darn cool. You know what? That's a good idea.